All right, guys, what do you do when you have this many doors and this many drawers to put knobs on? Well, I'm going to show you what I did. Of course, my wife didn't do me any favors. She got a fairly simple knob for the doors, but for the drawers, she got this, I don't know what you call it, a pull handle, and it has 2 screws. Well, whenever I see 2 holes, I know that my markings have to be exact. They can't be off at all. So let's go in on the 3D printer, check out what I made to make my life a little easier. All right, just wanted to show you the 2 little templates that I made on Tinkercad. We'll go ahead and spin this around, and hopefully you will be able to see where I have that little triangle, and that is going to be dead center of those 2 holes. And the spacing for those holes are correct. And yeah, so that's the one for the doors. This is the one for the drawers. And then we exported that and we imported it into Cura. And there it is, getting ready to print. And then we can preview the print on that and see how it's going to be laid layer by layer. Man, this 3D printer stuff is really cool. I'm tickled with it. You know, one of the coolest things about having a 3D printer is if you can think it, you can make it. And I'm getting pretty good at this thing. When they cool off, they pop right off. So let's go check out what we got here. So the first thing I came up with was this little guy. Pretty simple, just a little square, 1/8 inch thick. I have an 1/8 inch hole right there. And that is spaced 1.5 inches from this wall and 1.5 inches from this wall. So what does that enable me to do? Well, I can slide that on there, just like this. Mark that hole, and then go ahead and drill that. Do the same thing, turn it around, put that tight against there, and mark that hole with a pen or a pencil, and go ahead and drill that. So a little template here for all of my doorknobs, and this is going to work on every one of my doors. Just slide it on there, turn it. Because it's 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, it will work both ways. If this was, 1.5 inches by 2 inches, then I would have had to make 2 of these, one for the left-hand door, one for the right-hand door. But in my case, it's going to work for each and every one of the doors. Fairly simple, single hole. Once I drill it, put that knob on there, we're done. This would have been a whole lot harder. So let's show you what I did for this one. Basically, all I did was made an 1/8 inch flat with a little lip on it. On that lip, we marked a little triangle, and that comes to a point. What's that going to enable us to do? Well, we're going to set this on top, and it does not show up on camera, I don't think. It's right there. That's the center of these 2 holes that I have here. We're going to set this on top, pull a tape measure over, line that up with that little point, and that will put this dead center of that drawer. And then we have 2 holes. Let's see if I can find, there's one hole, and there's the other hole. So we'll mark those 2 holes, drill that, and then this handle should fit right in place. So we 3D printed some handle jigs. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have a 3D printer, man, go spend the $250 or even $179 and get a cheaper one. They are so handy on doing stuff like this. I even printed an outlet cover Is it perfect? No. Does it look better than what we had? Absolutely. So what that is, this is corrugated metal. I've never seen an outlet cover that will fit a corrugated metal backing. So we went ahead and just printed that. I'll show you that on the printer getting printed. Well, when you're dealing with corrugated tin and you're trying to get an outlet cover to fit properly, the only way to do that is to 3D print one. I'm not sure how this outlet cover is going to look on the wall, but as it's printing, it looks pretty awesome. I'm tickled. All right, guys, the knobs are installed. Let's just take a look around here. We are getting really close. I got all the plumbing hooked up underneath the sink here. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, P-trap's in, dishwasher's hooked up. We can actually run the dishwasher. We can use the stove, and we can, of course, keep our food cold. But yeah, all the knobs are in place. We still have some confusion going on as far as trim. We still have to trim above that. We had to take a piece of trim off along the door here. When the countertop people came, they said, you know, these two pieces of trim had to come back off because that countertop is going to come out and roll down. So once they get their countertop in place, I'll just have to fit that trim to their countertop. We still need to do the backsplash. I think this is going to be it for the kitchen remodel. We'll go out in the garage, take a look at something else here real quick. Yeah, the garage is still a little messed up, but just wanted to bring you over here. Yeah, the Bobcat's starting to get a little muddy. We've been doing some work with her. She's running great. I did have an issue with the variable speed. If I would push this forward, it would change the ratio, but when I would let it go, it would automatically go right back to slow. So this past week, I had a hydraulic leak. It leaked all over the belt and it started to slip. I said, you know what? We're going to take the seat off. We're going to open the back door. And while we have this thing apart, we're just going to go ahead and pull the variable speed valve out. When I did that, we found that, and I did not rebuild that valve. I did rebuild the valve for the tilt and the lift, but I did not rebuild the valve for the variable speed. When we tore that apart, what we found was that one of the relief balls was not in its appropriate place. It was actually down in the valve body, so we put that back where it belonged, and now everything is working good. So yeah, the Bobcat 610, we're putting her to work. One of the reasons I wanted to bring you guys out here was, man, I would love to have some creative criticism, I guess. You know, I really don't do how-to videos. Am I just showing off my toys? You know, I don't know what I'm doing here on YouTube anymore. And am I entertaining? Do you guys like what I'm putting on here? Do me a favor, just leave a comment below and tell me what you guys think. I have a lot of guys that are watching my videos every week. I hope that I'm entertaining, but without any kind of feedback other than comments on, you know, the stuff that I'm working on. But let me know in a comment how I can improve my channel, I guess. Do I need to show more work? Do I need to stop talking? Let me know what you think. And for the guys that are commenting almost every week, watching my videos, man, thank you guys. I surely do appreciate it.